Morning everyone. So, welcome to the stream. It's Friday the 5th of February. Can't believe it's already February. Yeah, we're going to be playing some arena today, unlike or like every other day. My name's Craig, and I run the BigCraigO stream, the YouTube channel, and also my Facebook page. So what I do is focus in on playing Magic Arena, talking about Magic the Gathering, and pretty much any other sort of hobbies like that. Today's stream we're going to be playing something that I sort of did a deck tech on yesterday, so feel free to go and check that out on YouTube. But it's mono white life gains, so we'll play that. I've got a draft that's in progress. We've also got F&M. Today's daily challenge is to cast 20 creature spells. I couldn't help myself this morning earlier. I got on, had a few games, but you know, we've got to get through the winners wheel for today as well. So at the moment we've got another 11 wins to get before we can do that, and obviously push to get to Mythic. Let's check out the store and see what's in there for today. Ooh, a booster. Always a good start to the day. Definitely pick up a booster pack. Excuse me. Okay, so we've got a couple of alternative arts there. I'm not so much jazzed by those. Sometimes I like them, sometimes I don't. As far as how our progress is going, we're currently at Platinum Tier 4. So the way it works is we've got Platinum to go through. So Platinum, we've got another 4 games to win here to get to Platinum Tier 3, 2, 1, and then we go into Diamond, then Diamond Tier 4, 3, 2, 1, and then Mythic. So we've got 23 days to do it, so we really need to get a wriggle on, because the longer you leave it, the harder it gets. What else have we got to talk about? Well, stream-wise, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, which is Greenwich Mean Time plus 10. If you're keen as a jelly bean, you can go and check out my YouTube channel. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe there. Got a Facebook page. These are all under the BigCraigO. Check it out. Each week I'll be doing 3 streams, and I'll be uploading a deck tech at this stage. That's what I'm focusing in on. What else is going on? If you are new to the stream and you follow, or if you subscribe, I'll open up a booster pack on stream of Commander Legends. This was gifted to the channel by good friends of ours from Spectrum Games. They're a Sydney-based, Sydney, Australia-based purveyor of fine cardboard. So they sell Magic the Gathering singles and accessories. Feel free to go and check out their shop. They are really good people, and you know, they support small streamers like myself just because they want to see, you know, people succeed, which I think is awesome. You can see. Find them online. Just go into Google and look for Spectrum Gaming. www.spectrumgaming.com.au. If you go to my YouTube channel, you will see links in there that you can click on, which will make it even easier for you. If you're watching this already on YouTube, it's in the comments or in the card below. What else have I got to say? Really enjoying Kaldheim. Think it's added some extra elements. There's a couple of different brews that have come forward. Really enjoying playing different types of decks, using them, but also playing against them. There is still rogue decks out there, as in Demir, blue-black rogue decks, so mill decks. That's fine. It is what it is. I've used them and I've played against them. It gets a little frustrating if you play a lot of them in a row, but there seems to be a lot more diverse play happening. As far as what I'm sort of seeing and from what I've been reading, the tiers remain similar. With the only difference would be that the deck that we're playing today, the life game, the white weenie or mono white decks seem to be making a play into that sort of tier 1. So Gruul seems to still be in the tier 1. I would say that Mono Red, or Red Deck Wins, is in Tier 1, and White Life Gain is also in Tier 1. So those three decks seem to be in the, fairly solid. There is an argument that would say that some of the Azori's Yoroni decks are in that in the realm of that, but time will tell. I think it pretty much comes down to what happens as far as people starting to sort of bed the new Kaldheim cards into their decks, and then seeing how that works. All right, well, let's not just talk about playing games. Let's actually go and play some games. So this sort of deck is all geared around lots of small creatures. So all bar one card in this 60 card deck is 3 or less mana costing, as you can see here. If you're interested in learning a little bit more about this style of deck, feel free to check out my deck tech series on it. Yeah, this is definitely a keep. Say hello to our opponent. You can hear the rubbish man in the background there. Ascendant Spirit, yep. This is a really good card. You're talking about different sorts of things you can get. You get this, you get that. So this card sings back to previous years. So we're just going to do our thing. They're going to get more land and make these larger and in charger, in theory. Next turn, I'm sort of thinking that we'll probably play Heliod. Change of plan. Okay, so they can make this a 2-3 at the moment. So I'm just going to attack in with the speaker. See what happens. Okay. Unexpected, but oh well. Alright, so let's see if we can hopefully stick this. Counterspell, yeah, okay. Let's go here. Oh, my opponent's decided that they've had enough already. That was a little quick. Alright, so we're moving up. Good stuff. It is a bit of a scary situation to be facing down 2 of the Luminarch cards. What do we get here? Back for more. 1 green, 1 black, and 4 other for an instant spell. Return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. When you do, it fights 1 target creature you don't control. Yeah. And some XP. So, I've got a draft token there. Yeah, right. 1 more creature cast, and we are finished for that. Thanks, Jamie. Sorry, man. I was like, where? Pretty busy, are you, buddy? So I'm playing a mono white deck at the moment that I'm having a lot of fun with. Mono white means that it's only uses white mana, and it's a life gain deck. So the idea is that you get to a point where you can create other creatures because your life total is so high. It's pretty good fun. I enjoy it anyway, let's say that. Excuse me. Let's see if this resolves. Yes, it does. Okay, so this is a mill strategy that I'm playing against, which is not so good, but it's kind of good in another way. So I'll play this out of my graveyard. Play this. And play this. Alright, so now we get to show you what happens. So basically, as it attacks, this card here allows or gains a life whenever a white creature attacks. Whenever I gain life, this card allows me to put a +1/+1 counter. So this is pretty devastating. So they're down to 7. Now I make a 4/4 angel because I'm over 27 life using this fellow's ability. So there's just synergy upon synergy upon synergy in this deck. It's quite good. Now there's obviously cards in here cards that exist that devastate this deck, but hopefully our opponent doesn't have those. If you have the ability, feel free to give us a like and subscribe. If you're watching this on YouTube, comment and like and subscribe. It really helps us out. I get the impression my opponent's going to flash a creature in. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so they're going to kill my angel. I'll do 1 point of damage. Yep. And then they scoop it up. Okay, so moving closer, further up the standard ladder, making that fabled move on Mythic. Okay, so we finished the daily challenge, and now it's a matter of working on the winner's wheel for the day. We've got another 50 XP we need to get, and then we get a draft token, which is quite nice. Pretty happy with that. One drop, 2 drop, 3 drop. Unsurprisingly, considering there's only 1 card in the whole deck that's above that. Above a 3 drop, I mean. And that is a Legion Angel, which is 2 white and 2 other for a 4/3 angel with flying. And when it comes into play, it can go and get another card named Legion Angel from outside the game, e.g. in your sideboard. So that's the only reason that I have that. Okay. And now we go to the attack step. Attack in for 1. Haha! Take that 1 damage. I would expect them to play an enchantment or some form of removal. They do neither. That's a bit weird. Okay. I'm going to play this. It may get countered. If it does, it does. Yep. Gets counterspelled. That's okay. We attack for 3. And then pass turn. They're down to 16. I gain a life back up to 17. Cheeky chops. Alright, so play this. Attack in. Down to 14. I'm going to try to cast this Heliod. This will probably get countered as well. It seems like they're on a bit of defense at the moment. Yep. That's okay. I would expect some removal to come in now. Some sort of mass removal. So they may potentially just blow up the field just to get rid of everything. No, they do not. Look at the card draw options. Okay, a bit of pacifism. Okay, it is what it is. Go this way. Just attacking for 2, dropping them down to 10. And end turn, they gain a clock counter. What do they call them? What type of counters? Hour counter. An hour counter. And unsurprisingly, when they get to 12, I think it is, they draw 7 cards. Yep. Sure. Okay. Just keep doing our thing at the moment. So I've got a couple of creatures and a mole. The idea behind this is that yeah, that's pretty large and in charge, to be honest. Let's make a 1/1 creature. Gain some life. So I got 6. Oh yeah, let's do this then. Do a bit of that. Wow. Okay. As you do. All right, so play that. So I've got 1 card in hand. They got a 6/6 elemental that can become a lot larger. Oh. Yep, it's an 8. Coming in for 8 damage. Yep. Play this. Play this. Get another one from my sideboard. Play one of these bad boys. End turn. Oh, nicely done. So so is it tap all non-land? Yeah, okay, so play Linden, and then what I'm going to do is attack with this. Because we're going to cop a lot of damage. So what's that? 10, 18 damage at the moment, potentially 20 damage next turn, or this turn. Which, Alright, so they're going to kill something. Guessing what they're going to kill is the... Oh, really? Okay, that's interesting. I didn't expect them to kill that. I would have thought they would have killed the angel, but... Okay. Oh, this is a tight game. I think they've got me, but, you know, it is what it is. So if I go like this and I go like this, what happens then? If I block there, I can't kill it. If I block there, I can kill it, but I take 12. Yeah, I think that's the optimum one. Okay. Play a land. Play this and then give this protection from white. We got there. Just got there. Lucky, lucky. So as you can see, this deck, why I'm enjoying playing it is it doesn't feel like it's getting outclassed. You're sort of fairly on rails as to what you're trying to do. And we just got a Vastwood Fortification for 1 green. You can put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, or you can play it as a forest. Comes into play tapped as a Vastwood Thicket. There you go. We got, what's that, 25 more XP to get, and we will get a draft token. So hopefully we can win this next game, and that will put us over the top on that. Okay, no 2-drop, but it is what it is. It's not a terrible hand, let me tell you. Oh, I've had to mulligan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 once. Yeah. Bray Dramore. Play a power pup. Creature dog, sacrifice selfless savior, and another target creature you control gains indestructible. Okay, play the second one. Play this. Play this. I'm guessing they're going to play a 1/3. The flyer. No, drown in the lock, okay. Seems legit. Attack. There you go. Enter. Ah, yes. They got crabs. I mean, they got a ruined crab. They mill me for 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 lands and a Skyclave Apparition. Not ideal, but oh well. Another pup. Jeez. Not mucking around with the 1-drops at the moment. Cancel. No attacks. And the reason for that is because I think they're going to flash in something. No, I was wrong. Oh well. Missed out on potentially 1 damage. Maybe no damage. Yep. Interesting. Okay, so we're in a bit of a quandary here. I really need us to draw a land, and then we can start to move forward again. The problem is, at the moment, all I'm doing is drawing 1-drops and getting milled. Okay, so we lose another 3 cards off the top. Oh, all our Lori. That's not good. I've only got 2 Loris in the deck. I'm pretty sure that's all of them gone. Yep, there they are. That's a shame. Oh well. Hey, there we go. Try Linden. See what happens. Because we've got a backup one in hand, and it's a legendary. So if it resolves, it resolves. It does resolve. Nice. Next. No attacks. End turn. Oh my gosh, they are drawing up a storm. They've definitely made up for having to mull. Oh, there we go. Having to put their hand back and losing one of their cards. So we lose 6 now off the top. Another 3 coming. 2, 3. Yep. 2, 3, 4, 5. What have I got here? Okay. I'm going to see if they have removed. Okay, so next turn what we do is we hopefully draw another land. I don't have any creatures. Sure. Alright. See if we can get this to resolve. Yes, we can. I'm amazed. Sure. Excuse me. Alright, so what is my opponent going to do? Blocks there, yep. Take that minis. I guess they play their Loris and then bring the crab back. That's fine. Play a land. Hopefully it's not a Fabled Passage. No, just a regular one. Still six cards in our graveyard. It's not ideal, but oh well. Alright, so let's see if we can get this to stick. We can, and see if we can get this to stick. Yeah. Trying to put as much pressure as we can onto them. Now, they may have a removal spell here, it's quite possible. That would make it a pretty bad day for us, but you know, it is what it is. Ooh, something even better than that. Nicely done. Oh. Yeah. So we lose 12 cards. Another 6 gone. Four cards left. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, we got there. Whew. Did not expect us to actually be able to cut through. Well, we're sitting on 4 cards or whatever it was left. Yay. We got a draft token. Alright. Let's have a look at this mastery. Let's spend our mastery. Alright, so we're on the blue track. So, go on there. And so what you get when you do this is every time you get one of these mastery orbs, you unlock a cosmetic. So basically like an alternative card. So they're borderless, etc. Let me show you here. As an example, see how that card shimmers and moves? So it's borderless. Whereas something like that doesn't. So it's just an alternate card option. Anyway. Alright. Let's go on. Let's kick on. How are we going as far as that goes? Let's have a look at our level. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more to get to through this rank. So let's crack on. Oh. I tell you what, Wizards of the Coast, I've worked for them and I loved my time working for them. A great company to work for. And they're just going from strength to strength. So from my point of view, keep it up, guys. Onward, ever onward. And there's so many nice people that work there. People that genuinely care about what people think. I see a lot of people online whinging and moaning about, oh, Wizards this and Wizards that. And it's like, well, it's easy in the cheap seats to say things like that when you're not actually committed to it. But I also look at it from the perspective of the reason that people complain about it is because they are passionate. They care. You know, if Westinghouse decided to move the crispers on their fridges no one would give a shit. They'd just be like, whatever. Yeah, or, you know, this what the washing machine analogy. You know, I'm trying to think of a brand that makes washing machines. Westinghouse. You know, they changed the way that their washing machines worked or did something or looked. People would be like, oh my god, I can't believe you did that, you know, you're so out of touch. And it's like, you don't hear that when it comes to in my opinion at least, I don't hear that. What I do hear is people going, oh, Wizards of the Coast this, Wizards of the Coast that. So that to me says that they're engaged, they're passionate, and they want to be involved, which I think is really good. But when you're in the inside of Wizards, you want to help people, and quite from my experience, the majority of people that I interacted with that work for Wizards all have this passion and enthusiasm for wanting to do the best thing they can and look after the players and make the players happier, if that makes sense. So, yeah. So, at this point in time, it's pretty sketchy because I'm going to take 6 minimum this turn, it would seem. But my plan is to set myself up for next turn. Hopefully that works. Or they're going to flash something in. Yeah. What are they going to grab? Skyclave Apparition, maybe? Alright. So they put a +1/+1 counter on this guy, attack in with him. I'm going to block with 2. What does this guy do again? Plus, yeah, okay. Oh, cheeky. Cheeky Maliki. Oh, both Loruses in one hit. Beautiful. I ain't trouble. This is a bit sketch. They've got 2 cards in hand though, so it's not. It could be worse. Could be a lot worse. I don't think it could be any worse. No, I'm joking. Where are you gonna put that on? Yeah. All right, so let's take care of what needs to be taken care of. Block that, block that. Sacrifice this, make this do its thing. Okay. So my plan here is to sacrifice my Daxos into the Zareth. No attacks, unfortunately, and I'm going to block one of the Soaring Thought Thieves. Block that. There. So what's that? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's see if any tricksy stuff's gonna happen. All right. Don't really have a lot of choices at the moment, unfortunately. Hopefully they don't counter my stuff, because if they do, we're in big trouble. It's gonna go there. No attacks. So if I flash this in... Oh, no! Ah, no! Yeah. I think I am done. What's that? Yeah, it's way too much is what it is. Block there. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I am unable to survive this attack. That's 10, 11. 9. Yeah, I can't do it. Block. Oh no, we lost one. We lost one, guys. I'm sorry. I've let you down. Alright, onward, ever onward. Yeah, so what I was saying before about the guys, in my experience at least, the guys at WotC, the people at WotC are very passionate, very enthusiastic, and above all, they want players of Magic to have fun. That's what I reckon. That's my experience, that's my lived experience. People go, oh, but, it's no buts. You know, I think sometimes people forget, they get out of touch with reality because they're passionate about it, and they say dumb things, and no one holds them accountable for it. So, keep this. Say hello to our opponent. Feel free also, guys, if you're watching this on YouTube, to come and watch me stream. I stream Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, 10 AM to 1 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time, which is Greenwich Mean Time plus 10 hours. Yeah, just check on my Twitch stream to any updates, see if I've changed anything. I don't know when you're watching this. As of right now, this is the 5th of February 2021. This could be an old clip by the time you watch it. Take that. Get them below their starting total. Yep. Let's see if we can attack in for some 8 damage. That's pretty full on, eh? Alright, let's go. So we got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage. We had 10, 11 damage. So what do we got there? Odd, even, odd, odd, odd. I'm guessing odd's going to be where it's at. So let's go there. Make your call. Yeah, they took the even because they saw me destroy the others. I got some bad news for you, champ. Yeah. I bet you can't guess what I'm going to be grabbing. The Maze Mind Tome. See you later. No life for you. 2 years. Odd. No. Oh. Yes then. Alright. Play this. That was pretty crazy. They used 2 of their Drown in the Locks to get rid of 1/2/2. One of my 2/2s. A Skyclave Apparition. That is a lot of overkill, I reckon. Ooh. Do a bit of this. Just trying to think. So if I cast that, that'll put me up to 4. Which is not what I want. Okay. Let's just push the damage, eh? Probably should have given this lifelink, but anyway. Yep. I'll exile the surplus Heliod. Two land, eh? Yep. Let's do that. Pass turn. If they bounce this again, that'll die. I don't think they'll do that. They'll probably make another 2/3, which is completely fine. Alright. Unexpected. Do they have another one in hand, maybe? They do. Right. That makes a bit more sense. Oh man, that's not very nice. The downside is if they bounce one of these two, he disappears as well. So that sucks. Oh. Not good. Not good. Not good. Take 6 damage.
All your fears are given. Unruly maggots.
Yep. They got there. Well done. It was actually quite a good game. Good play on their part. Bad play on my part. So, predictions. I was just looking at what predictions are. So I can type in a prediction, which I think is pretty cool. So you can have a little in chat. You can have a little prediction on whether or not this is better than that, or whether this is going to happen in this time period. That's pretty cool. Still missing those 2-drop. Let's keep it. Sleepy Sloth 9000. Cool name. And the kitty cat sleeves. Meow. Ah. Yeah. Good old Daxos. Crikey, mangoes. Play this. Play this. Remove Daxos. Attack with my 2/1/1s. If you block one, that's okay too. Yep. I think it's 7. Yeah, 27. There you go. I'm going to play this. I'm going to play this. And then I'm going to attack with this. Really? I'm blown away. I really am. Ah, they have another one in here. Right, that makes more sense. Surprise! Everything gets large. Yep. Got there. So yeah, that angel is really good in this deck. Like the ability to be able to go, cool, I'll attack in, and then they all get +2/+2 seems fairly strong from my perspective. From my perspective, I'm right, but from my perspective. All right, what do we get? Ominous Seas. 1 blue, 1 other for an enchantment. And whenever you draw a card, you put a foreshadow counter on Ominous Seas. Remove 8 foreshadow counters from Ominous Seas. Create an 8/8 blue Kraken creature token. Blah, 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 blah. And you can cycle it for 2. Right, so we've got 6 more wins to get before we finish today's winners wheel. We're an hour into stream, so yeah, seems pretty good. All right, so we got the 1, 2, 3. Impressive. Let's see if we can make it all happen really quickly. Playing against Jesus. There you go. Alright. A blue card. Not what I expected. I will be Skyclave apparitioning. I would suggest that rune crab. He will be gone. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, 2 Loris again. Hey Shuffler, go home, you're drunk. That's unfortunate for him. Wow. Minus. They're in big trouble at the moment, but if they have another land card, potentially they could Extinction Event my board. It's a 0. Okay, so they just got stuck on land. It's tough beats. It's never good when you get stuck on mana. Good for us, but not good for them, and they're enjoying it. All right, let's keep going. chappy. Alright, so when I'm looking at a hand, I sort of look at what my curve is like. So, do I have enough land to be able to cast what's in my hand? Obviously in this particular deck it's all white, but if it's multicolored deck, do I have the land in my hand that to produce the mana that's going to allow me to cast the cards? So if I've got all red land, mountains, and I've got green cards, there's no point in me keeping that hand. And then I look at, so I've got something to play with turn 1, I've got something to play turn 2, and something to play turn 3. So this is a really good hand from that perspective, so I'll keep it. And then I will wish them good luck. Do this, and then I'll do this. And so next turn what I do is I play a second one, I play these two. Snowlange. Okay, like so. Play this one. I'm going to play the other Speaker of the Heavens because I want to be able to attack in with life linkers, and this is particularly unuseful if you don't have an extra land to support it. And so they kill one of them. Yep. Sure, foretold. Gonna play this turn. And attack in for 1. Put a +1/+1 counter on. Yeah. They're burning through their cards pretty quickly. So they've got to have a big finisher in hand, would be my guess. Something big in their hand that's going to make a big difference. This would be an example of that. Yep. So play this. Play the Skyclave. Go to the attack step. Such a cool, very cool looking art. The payoff was there for them. I think I will give this protection from red. Let's see if they have another burn spell in hand. Nice. Not ideal. Seems good. Make a 1/1. Obviously draw another land, because that's what you do. Attack with this. Oh, you son of a gun. Now, unfortunately, because they countered that spell, I'm unable to make another token. So, yeah. Do have a lot of answers. If I draw a Maul, that'd be great. If I draw a another Alciad, that'd be great. So I guess we'll just see what happens. Okay, that's not bad either. Let's see if it resolves. That's cool. Wow. Holy bejeebers. That was pretty cool on their from their side. Sure. Now they may kill Linden because, yeah, this is going to get interesting for them, but let's see what happens, hey? Oh, yeah. We get there. Whew. That was a fun game. It's not very often when white weenies are pushing the pressure and the person has to react to it. It's, from my experience, it's not really... I'm normally on the other side of it going, oh, I've got to chuck this in front of something else. An Avian Oddity. Alright, so it's 1 blue and 3 other mana of any colour, including blue. For a creature, that is a bird type. It's a 2/4, so it's got 2 power, 4 toughness, flying, and you can cycle this card for 1 blue and 2 other. When you cycle Avian Oddity, put a flying counter on target creature you control. So for 4 mana, you get a 2/4 flying bird, or you can choose to cycle it for 3 mana and make something else fly. And draw a card. Pretty damn good. Okay, well, let's go. We're doing all right. I'm pretty happy with how we're going all in all. Winning some games. None of the games seem to be oppressively out of one way or the other. Which is good. 1, 2, 3. Same thing as we were just talking about before. So I've got a 1-drop, I've got a 2-drop, I've got a 3-drop. Yeah. So I've got the land that will support that. It's a solid hand. Don't know what I'm up against, which you never do, but it seems pretty good. So I play the Speaker of the Heavens and pass turn. Next turn I play the Luminarch, put a +1, attack in for 2. Next turn after that, I, in all things being equal, play a Heliod. Unless I need to clear a pathway, which I'll do the Skyclave. Okay. Heliod comes out to play. Another +1. Attack for 4. Put a +1 card onto... I'll put on the Luminarch just so I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket. Yep, Questing Knight. Questing Knight. Questing Beast, I mean. No blocks. Play this. Play this. Clear a pathway. Over there, just to try and get it out of burn range. And our opponent scoops it up. Yeah, that's pretty perfect as far as gaming goes for this particular deck. That's like textbook. Mana curve. Nice. So we just basically want to keep pushing forward, and then eventually what happens is we hit Mythic. But if you the longer you leave it in the season, the more variance you get, because there's all different kinds of decks, and also the people that have the ability to be able to discern more competitive decks generally will have dialed in what's happening. So maybe not this season, maybe next season, but ultimately what it comes down to is you're just going to find that you'll be playing against a lot of optimized decks. So this hand here is a little bit touchy, as far as I wasn't sure if I should keep it. And the reason I decided to is because it's got 2 Skyclaves in it, which will allow me to potentially take away some threats. That is such good art. Look at it. The world tree in the background. Awesome. Okay. Let's protect our Alciad. Start gaining some life. So next turn we play the Righteous Valkyrie, or if there's a threat, we potentially remove it with the Skyclave Apparition. End turn. Ooh. I see giants in my future. If they play a red, let's see. Golden Gopher. That's such a cool name. Golden Gopher. Okay. Interesting. Okay, play this. And attack for 2. Nice. Indestructible squirrel. This is the squirrel of mayhem and carnage. Unfortunately, I don't like squirrels. There's a bit of a grindy draw that we've got. I'm not actually getting a lot of
Come, create beautiful life. Terror lurks among us. You cannot intimidate me.
So we've got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. If this wasn't here. Alright. Sure.
Recoil to the recess of your mind.
Yeah, I'll bite.
I will be sated elsewhere.
Let's see if they've got another one. They probably will. Excuse me. I would like a Linden, please. Deck, if you can hear that, that would be great. Because I'd like to swing in with everything. And there you go! Please don't counter it. I just realised I could counter it. That would make me sad. Nope. They have to block something with it or they lose the game. So I'm guessing the 4-4, yeah. No? They changed their mind. Okay. Alright. Yep. Protection from blue. And turn. Alright, we get there. Alright, one more win and we go to Platinum Tier 2. Doesn't have the speed of a red deck, this playing this, but I'm not unhappy with how it performs, that's for sure. Hateful Eidolon. Yeah, we've got lots of these already. 1 black for a 1/2 enchantment creature spirit. It's got lifelink, and whenever an enchanted creature dies, draw a card for each aura you controlled that was attached to it. Quite nice. So we've got a 1-drop, 2-drop, and a couple of 3-drops. Yeah, it's pretty good. There's nothing wrong with this hand. As far as, you know, within the grand scheme of it. Okay, so we're up against red. Red, quick red. So that's okay. Play a doggy dog. See if they burn my doggy dog. Nope. Cool. Take another one. There it is. I'll put it onto this. And then I'm going to say no attacks. End turn. Yeah, I feel that I might protect that. Just throwing it out there. What? No attacks? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Alright. Let's start pushing some damage through. Sure. Man, you're going to be pretty sad in a moment. Go this way again. No attacks. End turn. Alright, so if they attack in Embercleave... Ah, cheeky. Cheeky, huh? Cheeky, huh? No, I'll take 6. My turn. Drop them down to 12. Let's see. What have they got? You got an Ember Cleave in hand or something like that? Something. A Redonkulous. My turn. Okay. Life gain makes it really, really tough. A wild Charizard. Okay. Platinum Premium. Platinum Tier 2. Platinum Tier 2. Alright. Keep pushing. Alright, so this is a crazy hand because if we don't draw a land, we are stuffed. By hook or by crook, eh? Opponents mulligan to 6. What am I saying? Mulliganed themselves. Okay, we don't get the land. Let's see if we can get there. Got to remember after stream today to go and check out Spectrum Games and see if they've got any new goodies for me. Check out their store. The other thing to remember too, guys, is if you're looking for a particular card. Oh my lord! Look at these guys go. No thanks. 1, 2, 3. I need to draw a land. Please draw a land next turn. If you're looking for a particular card or whatever, and they don't have it, just contact them. See if they've got it. Oh my god. No attacks. Alright. Alright, draw a land. No attacks. I need a land. This is a rare one, and to be honest, exactly why I said this is a risky hand, because this is what could potentially happen. could have drawn a land. That would have made it like, I would have been like, yeah. There we go. Oh, so brutal. So brutal. Ah well, you get that. Kinda serves me right for being greedy. Not that I'll admit it out loud. Oh, I mean nothing. Alright. Coming up to an hour 45 of the stream. So just over an hour and a bit left. Yeah, this is not bad. Okay. Let's see how we go. Oh, I just ran my first prediction. So, if you're watching this on YouTube in chat, I've just run a prediction to see if I'll draw only land for this game in response to what's been happening, or will I actually draw gas? Thank you. I think my opponent's probably a little bit upset at the moment because they've just given me the ability to be able to crush them, theoretically. Yep. And they scoop it up. Alright. Yeah, I probably wouldn't give a life-linking creature +2, -1. That doesn't seem like a good call. Unless you can kill them outright. Yeah. So we've got a Vine Gecko, 1 green, 1 other. The first kick spell you cast each turn costs 1 less to cast. Whenever you cast a kick spell, put a +1/+1 counter on Vine Gecko. Very cool. We just finished the winner's wheel for today. Let's see if we can round it out. Nice. Yeah, this is okay. This hand's not spectacular, but it will do the job. It will do the job. Ah, a little rat. You dirty rat. It's got death touch. I like it. Something different. That's for sure. No blocks. I'm guessing that they've got the duty with that gives poison counters by the look of it. Let's do this. Say next, and then say no attacks, and then say enter. I will kill you. Them. And one of them. Next. Go there. No attacks. Enter. So the idea here will be to wait until they cast that dude. I've got 3. My turn, okay. I'll play this fella. And then put a +1/+1 counter on it. And then say no attacks. Let's see if they get old, mate. Can't remember the dude's name, but it's the 1/3. I'm gain an extra life. That's okay. Hopefully that counts. Well. Go here. Spread out the love. Attack with this and attack with this for 9 damage. So I'm guessing if they have that guy, I'll take 6 poison counters, which is not good. But, you know, I have to risk it. You have to risk it for the biscuit. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah. I'm not going to attack this turn. As you do. Yep. Moss Viper. Jeez. Alright. I'm like confused as to why they're causing themselves to get so low on life. I'm like, you do realise I can attack in and kill you, right? But then I realised that they just didn't draw that, the guy that I'm trying to think of with the... Makes creatures with Death Touch put poison counters. God, I'm gonna have to go and look at it now. No. Yeah. Just green. Pretty sure he's a rare. And he's a creature. And he's from Keldheim. Okay. What have I got? What's going on here? Oh. Are you saying I don't have it? Are you on crack? It's not a rare, maybe. Maybe I've got it wrong. It's not a rare? Maybe he is an uncommon. Yes, Flynn the Fangbearer. Holy dooly, he's uncommon. Legendary creature, so 1 green, 1 other. Legendary creature, human warrior. 1/3, Death Touch. Whenever a creature you control with Death Touch deals combat damage to a player, that player gets 2 poison counters. A player with 10 or more poison counters loses the game. Wellity well. And then we go to our decks. Go to our home. Okay, so where are we at the moment? Platinum tier, so we can potentially get through some more games here. Let's have a look at this. Okay, connect. Standard singleton deck. All right, let's have a look. Do I have any singleton decks? I do not. Okay, let's go back and have a look again. Alright, give me a second here. Okay, that didn't work so well. Let me go back there. Copy. Go here. Go decks. Import. Error importing deck. Okay. Try one more time. Import. Oh, right. Awesome. So it's not making those decks at all. Nope. All right. Copy. Copy. like a Word document. Excuse everyone. Hey Toddy, how are you, brother? Just building a Singleton treasure deck for the Friday Night Magic Challenge for this week. So I'm just gonna go in here, import this. Yay! Alright, that worked. Alright, so here we go. First things first, apply styles. Second, I guess, is change the land over. So, land. Go to the cool land. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. So, if you've never played Singleton formats, basically what that means, Singleton means you can only have one of a particular card other than basic land in your deck, hence the name Singleton. So yeah, it's pretty good fun. So formats like that, Brawl, Commander, and it just means that you can build a deck around some really interesting conditions. Let me just get rid of that one. It's better. Forest. One, two. So I'll check and see if it's only got one mountain in the list. Yeah, it's only got one mountain. Okay. Cool. Thought I was going mad for a second there. Done. Alright, let's go and let's change the name to Singleton Treasure. Home again. Clippity clop. In here. Put our deck in here. What's going on? What is going on? I guess I'll go and look at what the banned cards are, and maybe that's why. You. All right. No idea. What do you reckon, chat? What colour? And I know Todd's going to say red before he even says it. Do we want to play a mono red deck? just for giggles. Because unfortunately this deck won't work, so I'm going to delete it just because I'm angry. Not really. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Go back to here, import. Yep. Apply styles. Let's go and finish this. Let's go and do it. Save and exit. Yes. Hopefully this one will work for me. Are you serious? Why? What's wrong with it? It's one card short? Is that what I'm seeing? All right. Just put another red card in, I guess. Let's just do this. Otherwise, it's going to take me the rest of my life. Already got a Castle Ember. I'm just going to put that in just for giggles. Alright. Let's see if this works. Yay! Submit deck. Alright. Let's play some games. Alright, so let me do something here. Here we go. There's now a prediction in place. You can spend your channel points and determine whether or not it will happen. I'll keep this. Put in your votes, guys. Pick which one you're going to do. Let's see if we can get there. Mac knife. Good on Mac knife. So basically this turn I've got to decide if I put in the Heraldic Banner or if I put in the Royal Scions. I'm thinking I put in the Royal Scions just for giggles. Yep, sure. Big fan. Treasure Token Factory. At the beginning of your upkeep, create a colorless treasure token. Play land. I'm going to put in the Scions. Auto pay it. Let's go. Let's go. Thing you should do. The Royal Scions, floating in space, waiting forever and ever for my opponent, the Mac Knife, to decide whether or not I should have it with their black and blue, black and whatever color they've got in their hand. Cool. Nice. Creature gets +2, +0, and trample, and happiness, and I attack for 5. They're on a 4-turn clock currently. Ah, dirty dirge bat. Dirty dirge bat, eh? Ooh. Lifelink, flash, and flying. Cheeky, cheeky.
You have the heart of a coward.
You have the heart of a coward. This should be funny. Autopay. Yum, yum, yum.
Fear is a tool. Use it.
So, if they swing in and kill this, that's okay. I'm going to shoot their bat with this shock, which will kill it because of this. If they kill this, then I'm going to pump this up and attack him as well. Bye-bye.
Retreat is a valid strategy.
Retreat is a valid strategy, Ewan. Oh, blimey. Dirty rat. You dirty rat. Yep. Let's play this. And then let's play this. And red. Play this. Get rid of that. All right. Seems fair. Next. No attacks. End turn. Alright, so the goal here will be next turn for us to play the Fiery Emancipation. And then from there, onward. Ever onward. I can make this a coward so it can't block warriors, which is this, obviously. They can attack me for 4, which will put them up to 20 and me down to 16. King in the castle, king in the castle. Auto pay. Next. No attacks. Enter. Oh my god. A red deck that's not attacking. What's going on in this crazy world? I know that I can hear Todd screaming from Western Australia, which is about 1 billion kilometres away. Oh well, that's not so nice, but oh well. What can you do? What can you do? Not a lot, I tells ya. So. How many cards have I got in my graveyard? Not enough. Not enough. No attacks. End turn. Stop screaming. Stop screaming, Todd. Okay, so draw some cards. 2 cards? Oh, 1 card from your side, is it? Cards that died under your control, right? If they let this through, it's going to go badly for them because it's like 18 damage. Which is crazy. Savage Gorger. Crazy. $18 damage. Sure, I'll just take it on the chin. So I'm going to block there if that comes through. If these come through, I'll just block. But I'm going to probably sacrifice this guy against that, I would say. But let's see what they've got. Nice. My turn. Okay, so they scoop it up. All right. Alright. Ooh. Zerda, the Dawn Waker. 2 red or white and 1 other. Legendary creature, Elemental Fox. Companion. Each permanent card in your starting deck has an activated ability. Abilities you activate that aren't mana abilities cost 2 less to activate. This effect can't reduce the mana cost to less than 1 mana. Pay 1, tap. Target creature can't block this turn. Yeah, not bad. Not shabby. Let's see if we can win another game. Don't forget, guys, if you have yet to follow me on Twitch, every time you do, I open a booster pack of Commander Legends that was given to us by Spectrum Gaming. Spectrum Games, I should say. This is a little bit slower than I hope. But what the hell. Yeah, so if you subscribe or follow the Twitch channel, I'll open a booster. If you aren't familiar with my stuff, what I do, you can check me out on Facebook or YouTube as well, where I upload all my videos and where I generally will let people know that I'm going live, and put anything I think is relevant as well. Whenever you cast a spell that's white, blah, 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 put a +1/+1. That seems fairly strong. If a giant sorcerer would deal damage to a player, it deals double that damage instead. You cast a spell at... Far out. Play this for now. Start slowish. And then say next. Yeah, so if you can give us a subscribe, like, comment on YouTube, go to the Facebook page, follow there or like there. You can comment, contact me, DM me there. And then obviously Twitch. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, or Greenwich Mean Time plus 10. So, yeah. I appreciate you coming along for the ride and watching me play moderately badly. Sometimes okay. Okay. Auto pay. Yes. That's not very nice. But you get that. Take two. Yep. Ooh. I know how this gets out of control real quick. So they enchant it, and enchant it, and enchant it, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay. See if they counter this. They do not. Try and push damage, eh? I was going to say, didn't they play that last turn? Yep. Sure. Auto pay. my gosh. So much removal in this deck. Yeah, down to 12. Dragon King Berserker. 1 red, 1 other for a 2/2 with first strike. Boast abilities you activate cost 1 less to activate for each dragon you control. This creature's boast ability is 1 red and 4 other to create a 5/5 red dragon creature token with flying. Pretty damn cool. Anyway. Don't know if they got counter magic or what. They do. Seems fair. I'll play this. Attack for 2. Drop them to 7. I have 5 mana at the moment. Okay. They're going to have 6 mana and they're going to return something to my hand. And get to put a +1/+1 counter on their Great Horn. They have to return the Rimrock Knight if they're going to return anything. It doesn't make any sense to do the Bolt Hound. I'm completely and utterly bamboozled as to why you would do that. But okay. So we're down to 7 as well. It's going to be interesting because they don't know, well, they do know that I've got a Rimrock Knight in hand. So if I attack with the Leyline Tyrant and the Bolt Hound, I can pump up the Tyrant. So it's a 4/4, becomes a, is it +1? Yeah, 5/4. Then +2, 7/4. What is this? Okay, cool. No blocks. I dropped to 2. Do you have a burn spell? They may. They do not. Get there. Whew. That was a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be. But that crazy egg gets, as I said, out of hand fairly quickly. All right, so we get 20 gems. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to take a short couple of minute break just to duck to the bathroom. I'll be right back and we'll get back into some standard play.
Access denied.
I'm back. Okay, so let's go. What are we doing? Playing this. So this is a mono white life gain deck. If you are interested in playing a deck similar, feel free to go onto the YouTube channel. I've got a deck tech there. The deck tech there has all of the information about the deck, how it works, what cards are in it, etc, etc. So feel free. Yeah, this is pretty good. And that's on the YouTube channel. So it's the first of my new series of deck techs. So every week I'll aim to do one of those. Let's see if they've got a good draw also. Different deck. Expedition is like them as long as you control another cleric. There you go. No blocks. Play this. Nice. Attack. Now, if they want to block here, they block. It is what it is. Next turn, I will play a Skyclave and get rid of this, or whatever else they cast. Maybe not. Okay, so next turn, let's see what they play. That's what we need to do. Yeah, nice. This. Attack for 5. +1/+1. Nice. Pretty good. Sure. They drop down to 7. What have they got here? Yeah. I go up to 13. Where are we at? Yeah. Damn it. I actually thought we were going to get to 27 then. Whoops. Whoopsie. We did after the fact, but that's not ideal. Nicely done. Man, we're in trouble, folks. Holy dooly, man. That is so cool. This is crazy level. Oh my god. Yeah, well done. That is a great deck. Very impressed by that. The synergies between the cleric mechanic and the gaining life. It's pretty cool. And all because I didn't count correctly. I rushed in. I ended up being too short. Does anyone in chat know what it's like to be too short? I'm looking at you, Todd. Actually, before I do that, let's see how we're going, how we're tracking. Platinum tier 2. Alright. Alright, so we've got 10 minutes until the end of stream for today. So hopefully we can get another game in, another win in, I mean. Not a game, we can definitely get a game in, but get a win in. Primate. A primate. I know a couple of primates. Keep. Sure. Planes, yes, a snow planes, nonetheless. Do this. Next, onto here. Why am I doing that? Well, because I think that if they've got removal, I want to keep this alive. And it means I'm just wasting a +1/+1 counter. Interesting. I misread that one. Oh. Do a bit of that. No attacks. M2. They gain 2 life. What? It's supposed to go the opposite way. Glass casket. Wellity well. One, two, three, four, five. 2, 3, 5. Yeah, that works out. Let's see what we draw, but they're on 4. I got something in they have foretold. Another glass casket. Oh my gosh. Sure. I'm alright with that. Kind of surprised they didn't take the speaker. I expected them to do that. Play this fella. Play this fella. Let's see what they do now. Hopefully not blow up the world again. No. Sure. Ooh. What's your answer? Hopefully they don't have another casket. That's all I say. If they do, they do. But oh, cheeky. Okay. Okay. It's not an answer, man. We got there. Whew. All right. So we've got a couple of minutes until the end of stream, so I'm not going to play another game. I've played enough today for one day, he says. I'll probably play later. Couple of things to be mindful or aware of. I'm reviewing when I stream, what times I stream. So I may be moving the time outside of sort of business, Australian business hours, because I'm potentially going to be starting a new job. If that happens, I'll adjust. It'll probably, more than likely, it'll be on the same days, just later in the day. If you're watching this on YouTube, that's not going to mean anything to you. You're going to be like, whatever. If you are joining in for the stream, it just means I'll be streaming a bit later in the day. But I'll advise more on that once I'm clear as to what I'm going to be doing, when I'm going to be working, etc. Please feel free to spread the word. If you think that you have friends or family that could follow on Twitch or subscribe, let them know. Also, by all means, if you haven't already, go and subscribe, like, and comment on my Facebook and YouTube channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe, and feel free to comment on any decks that you'd like to see me play. Other than that, everyone, I'm going to sign off for the day. Thank you very much for tuning in. I really appreciate everyone in chat, and I really appreciate you looking and watching on Facebook and on YouTube. If you are able to send me a message, let me know what you would like to see. If there's anything different that you think that we could do, let me know. Otherwise, have a great weekend, and I'll see you all on Monday if I don't see you before.